So the Krishna idol that we see in today's Guruvayur temple has got a significance. Now what is that story? Now this story ranges to an old Manvantaram, not the currently we have the Vaivaswata Manvantaram. Similarly, in the time of Swayambhuva Manvantaram, there was a king, Sutapas, along with his wife Prishni. So both of them, they had done, both of them were living in the Swayambhuva Manvantaram. Both of them were doing tapasya for a longer time because they were not blessed with children. Finally, they performed tapasya for about 12,000 years or so before Lord Narayana, Vishnu, and finally that Vishnu idol that was there was given to them by Brahma, and that's when Bhagavan, while he was happy with their tapasya also, he appears in the form of Lord Vishnu and asks them that whatever boon you want, I am pleased with your tapasya, you please ask me whatever you want. That's when Sutapas and Prishni, both of them, they pray 3 times it seems, saying that if it would be very good if a son equal to you is born to us. That's when Bhagavan says that there is nothing or no one in this world who is equal to me. There is only one, right? That is only I am equal to me. There is only one supreme. We cannot say like the supreme there is someone else, right? Therefore, I myself shall take an avataram as your putraha. And since you have repeated this prayer 3 times, thrice, I will be assuming the form of your son 3 times in different yugas, in 3 different births. Saying so, Vishnu Bhagavan disappears from there, and that's how Bhagavan manifests himself in the form of Prishni Garbha, one who is born through the Garbham of Prishni. That's how he gets the name Prishni Garbha. So in the first avataram, the Lord is born to Prishni and Sutapas as Prishni Garbha. Later, this Prishni and Sutapa, they were reborn as Kashyapa Rishi and Aditi in their next birth. In this birth also, like their previous birth, they started worshipping and praying to Bhagavan. Thereafter, Aditi became very sad. Now Aditi, we know, is the mother of the Devas. She became very sad at the plight of her sons who were continuously being troubled by the Asuras. That's when she does a very, very auspicious vratam also called the Payo Vratam. Now the reference of this Payo Vratam comes in the Narayanyam only. I think Dashakam 30, Shloka number 2 in Vamanavataram, that Putrarthi darshanavashad aditirvishanna tam kashyapam nijapatim sharanam prapanna tvatpujanam taduditam hi payo vratakyam sadvadashahamacharat tvai bhakti purnaha. And by following this vratam, finally Bhagavan was born as Vamana Bhagavan. So first Sutapa, Prishni, Bhagavan was born as Prishni Garbha. Second, Kashyapa Aditi, Bhagavan was born as Vamana. Later in the third birth also, this same couple, they were born as Devaki and Vasudeva, the biological parents of Bhagavan Krishna. And at this time, the original Vishnu idol, which Sutapa and Prishni were worshipping, that same idol was presented to Devaki and Vasudeva by a sage called Dhaumyaha. And because of this habit or vasana that is there, now Devaki and Vasudeva, in their previous births also, they were so used to worshipping this idol of Bhagavan that again they started worshipping with the same devotion that they had. That's when Bhagavan manifested himself as their son as Krishna. And here in this birth, because Krishna avataram is a Purna avataram, and for the last 2 births they had shown lot of devotion to Bhagavan, that's when in this avataram specially Bhagavan manifested himself as Vishnu only. Finally, after Kamsavadam takes place, Bhagavan installed himself and his own idol, it seems, the very same idol which we see today in Guruvayur. Originally it was given by Brahma, given by the Lord, given by Vishnu only to Brahma. Brahma gave it to Sutapa and Prishni. Prishni and Sutapa, they passed it on to in their next avataram as Kashyapaditi. Kashyapaditi, third avataram, Vasudeva and Devaki. And finally, this idol again was worshipped by the Lord in Krishna avataram. Later, at the end of Krishna avataram, what happens is, this idol was recovered and it was reinstalled at the present location of Guruvayur that we have. Originally, in today's present location of Guruvayur, we had the Mammiyur Shiva temple. Today also, if you make a visit to Guruvayur, we visit the Shiva temple, right? So that's where, so originally the Mammiyur Shiva temple was in today's Guruvayur Kshetram only. That's when Bhagavan Shiva, when he learns that Vishnu idol is coming, that's when he decides to move to a nearby spot, which is today's Mammiyur Kshetram. So because this idol was bought by Guru and Vayu, that's how Bhagavan gets the name of Guruvayoorappan, and the place also gets the name of Guruvayur. So Hantabhagyam Jananam, fortunate are people like you and me who have got an opportunity to worship this form of the Lord as Guruvayoorappan, and also to chant and learn this treatise of Narayanyam, which has been composed in the Sannidhi of Guruvayoorappan only, in this holy place of Guruvayur. So today also, if you are worshipping or taking the darshan of Guruvayoorappan in Guruvayur, this is the greatness of that Murti, which has travelled right from Bhagavan himself, and by the instructions of Bhagavan only, it has been installed in today's Guruvayur Kshetram.